There's 2 FPV drones. I'm taking this back to Stansted Airport. Super interesting. Take a look at that. We've crossed into what Russia claims to be Russia. This is how you wake up in Kharkiv. This formed the whole building. A strike over there. This place, and the places we've seen, has been an incredible, unique experience. Right now I'm standing in the exact location that a drone hit on the 4th of May here in Obolon. You can see the windows completely blown out. Take a look at the damage. Cars completely fried. Windows completely blown through. The shop over here. Look at the dents in all of the metal. Just rubble. Crazy. When this attack took place, I was in another district of Kyiv called Pachursk, where I was on top of a hotel looking at the air defense. This is the location that the video was of the attack. If I just stand back, you'll be able to see. If I zoom in, the windows hanging all over the place. That place up there completely fried. This attack took place a week ago, and there's been a lot of cleaning up since then. Stuff on the ground, glass smashed everywhere. Look at the roof of that shopping mall. Hit right there in that patch of sand where we was just standing. I'm going to put you on to the next clip because we're going to be heading to further east, tagging along with a charity so we can see what things are like, what life is like closer towards the front lines. Yeah, have a good day. Дякую. Okay. Oh, good morning. So, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and right now I'm linking up with a charity called Sustain Ukraine. That's I'm going to be tagging along with as they deliver aid and do whatever they do further east towards the Eastern Front. And I'm not sure what's for certain, but I know we're going to be spending the night in Kharkiv, and yeah, right now we're in Kyiv, so let's just meet up with the boys. Alright, so I met up with the guys. It's a bit early, so I'm not going to stick a camera in anyone's face, but immediately as soon as you get in the car, you can just imagine all the work that these guys have been doing and where they've been, just from all these patches on the ceilings, from all the different units and charities and places that they visited. So yeah, we will be passing through a few maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 military checkpoints where I have to show my documents, my passport, and say what I'm doing, where we're going, but I'm with the guys, so I should be alright. And yeah, if anything interesting happens, I'll turn the camera back on. Well, I said I'd check back in if anything happens. We're actually travelling in a couple. We've got a van behind us, and it's having problems with leaking fuel. See what happens. How long we got to chill for? See if we can get it fixed. And yeah, a little bit of a detour. So we've made it now to this little industrial bit. See, like I said, the problems that you can get whilst going up and down these roads is potholes and not the best conditioned roads. So also just a lot of vehicles are donated, and you know, you can get problems along the way. So it's a big thing here, you know, stuff like this. These trips to the front, maybe to Kharkiv or to Sumy or wherever, into Donetsk, that are 4 or 5 hour long drives, they can easily turn into 6, 7, 8 hours when you come across problems. So here you go, look, these guys are coming up. Right, now's the best time whilst everyone's out of the cars just to introduce everybody. We've got Graham, This is he's from Canada, living in Australia.
Yeah.
Come across the whole world. Drove a car from London to Kyiv. Out here volunteering with Sustain Ukraine. We got Tom and No, which is a couple from San Francisco, driving that truck that we're having a problem with at the moment. Doing the same thing out here volunteering. We got the main man, Dylan. Yeah.
Hey guys.
And then we got Max over there, who just said that at the moment there's 12 Shahed drones, which are in the region that we're in, which is Poltava region. And also, I forgot the number what he said, some more coming over from Sumy region towards this direction. So we was driving down the road and the GPS was bugging out a bit on the way here, and that's the reason why, because when you get the stuff in the sky, it jams the GPS. See, so look, as you can hear right now, there was just sirens now in this region, and you can hear the noise. It sounds like an airplane flying by, but it's not. It's some kind of BPLA or UAV or cruise missile flying by. Going, oh look, train going past. We're at a point in the region where Poltava and Sumy meets up, so a lot of these drones that get fired in from Sumy and Poltava towards Kyiv, they kind of meet up at this point. This was the place, well, not far from here, a town called Romney, where we was driving back from Sumy a few days ago, and there was a strike 15 minutes after we left the area, and it's all through this strip of land. Yeah, I was just speaking with Dylan, and that noise wasn't actually a cruise missile or anything going past. It was actually probably a reconnaissance jet from the Ukrainian side doing some reconnaissance or having a look, trying to see how many drones are coming, trying to get the boys ready back in Kyiv or something like that. So that noise was actually a jet, not a missile. So I don't know if the camera picked it up anyway, so, or maybe you can't even hear this. There's a continuous noise right now going, maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't, but that's one of these continuous sirens. Normally in Kyiv, the sirens you get about 30-second burst of the normal, you can imagine just a siren noise, and then that just lets you know that the region is preparing for an attack, and then you normally just get a green light on your phone or something like that, or they'll play it again when the threat's gone. But out here, you just get these continuous sirens that just go non-stop. Oh.
Not much left.
Yeah, look at the state of this thing. You know what, I just spotted on the back as well, look. England.
Yeah.
Wonder what the story is with that car. The truck's been fixed. Took sooner than I thought, and yeah, they wouldn't... the guy didn't want to take the guy's money because the mechanic didn't want to take these guys' money because these guys are volunteers. Finally, we're approaching Kharkiv now. If you take a look here on my phone, you can see just on the outskirts of the city, and up there, that whole border is the Russian border. We're about 50k kilometers away from the Russian border. An hour's drive. So I just got myself a coffee here, yeah. But whilst I was in that shop, yeah, my phone just started screaming off. I'm just outside a gas station here on the edge of Kharkiv. But if you take a look at my notifications, it says there, look, emergency alert, Oblast administration, look, military administration, like warning, seek shelter immediately, right here in Kharkiv. So, yeah, pretty spooky, but this is the reality of this region, this city, is that we could be standing here right now in this gas station and a massive bomb, it could just be a massive explosion.
There's a lot of close hits around this area.
And we're driving through Kharkiv right now, and literally every street, almost every street, has got the windows boarded up, just wooden panels everywhere. This is one of those proper visual representations of life and death, where you see life going on but death so close.
So this whole school, so we can drive all the way in apparently and park around the back. And
right now, you can see behind me, this is a school that around a year ago, I think it's a year ago, got completely blown to smithereens. Look at the damage. I'm gonna take a walk inside. Yeah, a normal public school. Wow. So, this is it. This is what. Oh my God. Not even a ceiling. Don't know if it's safe to even go up there, but just take a look. This is the most destroyed building I've seen at the moment in Kharkiv. What can even do this? Just past a year ago, this place would have been a normal hallway in a school with children going to class, walking through the halls, break time, you know, classrooms. And now look at it. Here, the main entrance, fuse box. Here you go, from the outside, look. What does it say? Basically completely unrecognisable from what it used to look like. You can't even tell, apart from the bathroom that I just walked in, what room is what. Here you go. And if I just take a little look outside, you can still see the playground, a running track. Hello. Здравствуйте. Yeah. Now, oh look, he's going up there. Now children just playing in the rubble. Maybe he went to this school. Imagine seeing your school like this. Wonder where Graham is. Yeah. Oh, everyone's waiting for me. Have a look at this.
Come on.
Tom, yeah,
Tom.
Tom's coming. Tom.
So this is another charity. This is a location. Look,
And is Max with you?
Canadian.
Hi, Tom. We've had this garage since about November 2022, so almost 2.5 years now we've been going. We were fixing a lot of vehicles, and then we lost our mechanics to mobilization, unfortunately. So IDP is internally displaced person, and so there's an IDP shelter right here on the corner, right? So I can throw a rugby ball or kick a rugby ball and hit it from here. Those children, there's lots of them, and we've seen lots of come and go, but their communities were originally Kupiansk, Bakhmut, Avdiivka, all the places, Chasov Yars, the Konstantinivkas, everywhere have come and go to the shelter system in this city, which is substantial. So there's a suggestion that there's 300,000 plus IDPs in the city. So that's a lot of internal refugees, if you will, just in this city alone. That's kind of our story. My son's in the military. He's in Zaporizhia. I came here on the I left Canada 1st of March, and I've been in Ukraine now for 1,151 or 52 days now. Are we sprinting? No, we're not sprinting because, like I say, 1,150 days. It's more of a marathon now, but we have a pace, and I believe we've been fairly effective, and we know a lot of people. And if you need something done in Kharkiv area, we're some of the go-to people here now, so we can help out a little bit. Welcome.
Wow. What a way to grow up.
So we went there right away, and this was lying on the road with a whole bunch of other debris. And I was like one of the first ones there, and I just picked it up and threw it in a bag and took it. That's a Shahed drone, huge experimental drone that they had.
Wow.
The ones that's the size of a plane, and that was also, we got a chunk of that as well. Where's Neil? Hey Tom.
Hey Paul.
Just some stuff here.
Wow.
Just showing you guys a couple of things.
Take a look.
Souvenirs
Take a
and
look
all
at that.
stuff. Anyway, we got a buddy of ours gave us a big chunk of it, so I'll have to ask Neil where is it. But it's it was that one that was, I don't know, maybe 7-8 months ago.
Language is that? It's kind of like Norwegian
and they,
Swedish
shot
or
it down.
something.
The Russians shot their own thing down.
Yeah.
And that thing, and it was.
Just keep having to turn the camera on and off because every single building, look,
Brand new. That's new, yeah.
yeah,
So that looks,
Take
everything's
a look.
fine. I think it has been reconstructed. Yeah. The top of that building is just gone. Big holes in it, apartments missing. Yeah, and slabs. Oh, that's collapsed. That one. Look at that.
wow. Wow. Yeah, look at the top.
Just no top. There you go, bloody. Like people are still living in the rusty building. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not.
Right, so right now we're in Saltivka, which has taken a lot of damage from the invasion. This neighborhood has been hit the most here in Kharkiv, and every building almost has some kind of damage. You can see here all the windows that have been cardboarded up, and look at this place over here on the corner. Wow, completely disformed the whole building. It doesn't look like there's anyone living in there. Maybe there is on the other side, but this place is just uninhabitable until it gets fixed. Wow, take a look. I can get the sun out of the camera. Yeah, look at that. Wow, just completely, look, you can see through the other side of the building. Oh my god, the place is just deformed. People's coats, look, people's coats are still hanging up by the door. Their stuff just blown out of the windows. That is crazy. Wow. That's probably to an apartment block. Some of the craziest damage I've ever seen. And the way it just Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna head back now to the place where where the children are, the hugs courtyard, the hug center. Yeah, and we're gonna chill with the guys. But I just wanted to show you, anyone who's watching this, the damage that's been dealt to this city, because even now, at any moment, a Russian missile could just come over the horizon and once again strike one of these buildings. Here, burnt cars, burnt goal posts. Here, just quickly as well, take a look at this. Another side of the same building. Oh wait, no, it's not the same building, sorry, but the same complex, kind of. Just look at that, just completely black and burnt out. And look at the rubble spewing. Here, marked people's belongings, look, literally people's photos and stuff like that. And look into people's apartments. I don't know, some kind of drone could have hit just directly there, because that's where the most damage seems to be. Alright, we made it back to this courtyard. It's been a long day.
Oh, you want a beer?
We've drove, yes please, we've drove from Kyiv to Kharkiv. We've met all these wonderful people doing wonderful things. It's been an eye-opening one as well. The destruction that we just got back from Saltivka, that was crazy. And it's going to be an even longer day tomorrow when we head through some of the most affected places on Ukraine's eastern front. I'll see you later, maybe in my hotel or in tomorrow morning. But yeah, catch you in a bit. Okay, this is the hotel room. It's the next morning, but whew, I'm tired. But yeah, this is it. This is how you wake up in Kharkiv. Can I open that? Cool. Let the day begin.
Do cook as well, so you
Yeah.
know it's absolutely authentic platters. Look at that.
Have a look at that. Big tank. Heading off now. On the road again. Next stop, Sloviansk. Going to Sloviansk, boys.
With a hot dog.
With a hot dog.
And stinky socks.
Stinky socks and hot dogs.
Just met some. Oh, you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Just met some absolute legends for anyone that's watching. Army guys we've been supporting for a couple of years. Yeah, it's always good to see them. We don't know when we'll see them again. Sometimes that's the reality of this war. The attrition rate is really high. So it's always good to give them a hug. And so yeah, we just met guys from 2 separate units, and now we're heading further south toward the fronts, and yeah, meet up with some others.
So as we're leaving Kharkiv, we're just taking a detour and we're stopping here at one of the biggest cemeteries in the country. So you can just see here, there's just a sea of Ukrainian flags. Dylan, you were saying that at the start when you started doing this and you visited this place, it was just one plot.
So when we started, mate, the corner was just there where we turned. Oh shit, you're going to see this live, mate. Just slow down. Maybe we'll pull in front of this white car or something.
A funeral.
There's actually a military funeral going on now, guys.
Izyum, Slava.
I come regularly. I haven't even seen this plot.
Yeah.
This wasn't even here, man. The last
I
time.
was shocked when I've been just to this place last time.
So all of these graves are new, and this is a fresh plot, and all of this grass here will likely be filled by Ukrainians.
It will, man. If it doesn't stop, it will. It's not likely. It will. Like I said, man, I'm just in shock, guys, because I come here all the time, and I haven't even seen this plot, you know, in about, when the last time I was here, maybe 2 months ago.
All fresh graves.
Fresh graves, man. Could be their brother, could be their dad, people having their traditional drink and eating.
So Dylan, what is this?
So mate, this is called a Cukorok, or nickname is Sugar. It's a drone detector. So a lot of the units don't have enough money to buy the jammers and things like this that actually jam drones, but this is a detector, so it'll pick up drones up to 8 kilometers in some cases. Once the drone is detected, it'll tell you what type of drone. So if it's an FPV or a kamikaze drone, pretty much your action is stop the car, get the fuck out of the car and hide. And the signal strength will determine how close it is. Or it'll pick up DJIs, it'll pick up Russian Obolon drones, which are recon drones, but yeah, it's a lifesaver.
Wow.
So at the moment, nothing.
Yeah.
If I give it another 50 Ks or so, and I guarantee it'll be picking stuff up.
Wow. So this is what saves lives, basically. Imagine a drone flying around and you have no idea that it's around, but with this, at least you know. Arrakis.
The only problem with these, we were told by some air defense guys in Kramatorsk around Christmas time that the Russians are able to track these now.
Wow.
So instead of using them when you're static, make sure they're off, you know, if you're sitting still. So they still use them when we're moving, but yeah, not when you're sitting still.
So we just stopped somewhere else to meet someone to give them some generators and some rubber gloves. Why do they need rubber gloves?
So guys, so these are PVC chemical gloves for handling chemicals. You know, at the moment the Russians are putting stuff into the bombs that they're dropping, the canisters from the drones. So they're actually mixing them with CS gas and other chemicals. And medics and people recovering soldiers are getting burnt. So we're handing out gloves now to them so they can handle casualties and things like that.
This is the stuff. This is the guys that are collecting a generator, shovels, some material, like Dylan was just saying, the gloves. Yeah, look, these gloves here. And here, look, if you look here, there's these transmitters in the sides, and they're using this as a jammer for drones. And the guy said it's pretty effective. So instead of having to use just that little machine, the little sugar, that's what the nickname is for it, that me and Dylan was just showing in the car, he uses that alongside with these jammers that could basically make drones fall out of the sky at different distances depending on how strong the signal is. So what a lifesaver. Imagine. It just looks like a bit of metal, but obviously that is saving lives out here. Super interesting. First time I've seen a jammer on top of a vehicle, but I don't know how many people have them as well. I'll have to ask. Dylan, how many people have these jammers? Is it not everybody gets to have them, or
A lot of them now, but they're expensive.
they're
And the
expensive?
thing is, you can buy one for one frequency, but if you want to cover everything, you've got to get multiple.
Yeah,
And everyone is worth more than, so
Yeah.
it can be expensive. A lot of them are donated,
yeah. A lot of them are donated.
Yeah, actually, he can show you how it works.
Okay, you can show me. Ah, so it's all hooked up internally. Yeah, battery. Wow. So it's got switches and everything. All hooked up. Wow. It's pretty smart. And who? I don't know how to say. Max, who puts all that stuff in? Is it mechanic or somebody? Who hooks that stuff up?
Mechanics,
Just
electricians.
electricians.
Most of them, they do that.
Just like DIY.
They do themselves. They're smart, mate. Fucking lot of mines around here, man.
Yeah. Not a good place for picking up mushrooms.
Not a good place for picking mushrooms.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Wow.
It's really dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah, so look, you can see right now we're driving down this road right here with all the front lines just along, all in that direction, just running all the way down to Donetsk region. You know, just down the road as well, I just saw a guy like on his property with it on a tractor, just driving down the side of the tree line, like.
Yeah, mate, a lot of the farmers, they had no choice before. They didn't have time to let the deminers come through. They just got back to work. There's a lot of farmers that have been killed, and injured and maimed.
Look at that. Bridge. Completely destroyed. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like 2 blocks, but it's one literally cut in half. Wow. Wow.
This is one of these areas your camera will just keep
Yeah.
going left and right, see everything.
Wow. Church.
More every building along this street is just.
Yeah.
The thing is, they've tried to rebuild. Like, there's people still here. You'll have this little market area up here that everyone goes to now, but
Yeah, yeah.
And here is the city office.
Wow. So right now we're driving through Izyum, which used to be just a quiet town in Eastern Europe, but now it's completely wrecked. Every single building here is either damaged or completely destroyed. The Russians occupied this place for 5 months, and when Ukraine recaptured it in September of 2022, in the forest they discovered over 400 bodies, most of them being civilians. It's hard to imagine life going back to normal here anytime soon, but some people have returned and they're trying to rebuild, and that says a lot, that the people haven't given up on this place.
very true. And the thing is with Izyum, mate, it's not just one street and things on either side. It's the whole fucking city is just. There's other areas we can go to that are just totally, This is like the hub now, there's Market Street where people come and trade and buy shit, but it's really the only real normal part of town.
Wow.
some wrecked tanks behind here, and somewhere here was a tank turret that had fucking gone up and stuck in the ground, and they left it. It was just somewhere around here. And they used to have all these wrecked tanks out the back there. And
Here is Kavienka village. Yeah, wait.
okay, this village here, mate, and if you get a picture of this,
Yeah.
you can see all the blue tarpaulins.
Yep.
This is like a refugee fucking site out of Africa, mate, you know? So guys, I'll hold this for a sec, but this village here, all the blue tarpaulins here represent people that have tried to protect what's left of their possessions. Doesn't mean people have moved back in. It's just people trying to protect. This whole village is fucked. It's 95% shit. And the problem is the government won't let people move back in or put the services back on unless they get at least 25% of the residents back. But if you look at this, there's nothing to come back to. We've been through these roads, through these villages here, and there's nothing left, guys. Look at this. Look at this. There is nothing left in here to come back to. It's just rubble.
See all of them? They are called, what's that called? Dragon's Teeth?
Dragon's Teeth, the Silverwood.
Yeah.
These are all early memorials from the battles that took place along this road. So there's some over there, snakes.
So I've never visited eastern Ukraine before, especially never during the war. I mean, before the war. So, you know, just to imagine what Izyum, that place would have looked like 3 or 4 years ago, when people were meeting friends, going out, you know, living normal lives, going to school, going to work, watching football. So we just crossed into the Donetsk Oblast and had to go through a block post, a checkpoint, and yeah, so basically this Oblast, Donetsk, Luhansk, what is the other one? Is it Zaporozhye? Zaporizhia, yeah. These are the oblasts that Russia claims to be Russia. So technically, right now, we've crossed into what Russia claims to be Russia. So,
but we can't see any Russians anywhere. Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
Hey, where's fucking Putin's little green men?
But there we go. New oblast unlocked for me. Donetsk Oblast for the first time.
Church up here.
Yeah. Just damage everywhere. Yeah, church. That's brutal. Look at this place. Like a bridge, just. Church. Look at that, look.
Hasn't updated since it last picked it up. It updates every 30 seconds or so. It's just showing that the signal's getting a bit stronger.
So we've just stopped as we're delivering aid to someone else, but this little thing here, you can see now it's starting to pick up. Right there, there's 2 FPV drones that have been picked up. There's numbers, and I don't know what it means, but I think they're Ukrainian FPVs, hopefully. But yeah, that's what it does. I don't know how many it can pick up at a time, because yeah, there's only a few spaces there, but signal I think is strong. But wow, how scary is that? You know, you can pick up the drones, but you don't know whether they're Ukrainian or Russian, so very scary. Have a look at this for a souvenir. This is a Russian cluster bomb. It's massive. Yeah. Crazy. I don't know if isn't that the explosive part?
Yeah, I know.
There we go. A Russian cluster bomb. It's got something inside it.
Don't shake it too hard, it'll blow up. Don't drop it.
Is this the explosive part?
Don't try get it back through England, mate.
Yeah, I'm taking this back to Stansted Airport.
Yeah, they put 9mm handguns in the cones of it.
It's got
Yeah,
something
mate.
in there, all dirt.
It's not often you get to carry one of these around, man. Not live, it's not live, but I mean from a war zone, mate. You know. So yeah.
Kramatorsk was occupied in 2014
Yeah,
together with Sloviansk.
by separatists.
Yep.
Yeah. So you heard that. Sloviansk and Kramatorsk were occupied in 2014 by separatist groups. So this place hasn't just been contested for 3 or 4 years during the invasion. It's been contested for almost a decade. We just got outside the car. This is Kramatorsk. We're in a little suburban part outside of the industrial estate. The smell in the air as well. The smell in the air of just like industrial, military, smoky smell. Yeah. Such a shame, you know, that I can't get around meeting with locals and, you know, getting inside, finding some people that have stories to tell, because this place is a very dangerous place to be. You know, at any moment, literally any moment, any place, any time, you know, this place gets attacked with FPV drones along the front. This place gets attacked with missiles, cruise missiles, winged missiles, shaheds, everything, artillery. So yeah, just standing out here in this place is like super dangerous. Just to make anyone watching this understand how truly dangerous this place is, you know, when you're traveling around here along the front to these cities, Kramatorsk, Sloviansk, Liman, Konstantinivka, like if you go down to Pokrovsk, if you're in Izyum where we was, all these places along the front here, you know, people carry around these, which is a tourniquet, and everyone has them in their pockets and carries them around when they're in seriously dangerous places. Keep it in your backpack, you know, because, you know, a tourniquet is used to, if you don't know, it's used for like putting around your arms and legs in case they get blown off or you get seriously injured, or not yourself, maybe someone else. So everybody kind of knows how to use one of these, has seen them before, carry them around, because that's how big the threat is, you know, that you carry this around hoping that you don't have to use it. But luckily I'm on quite a speed run with these guys. We'll see how my time here in Ukraine goes. Maybe we'll go do some other stuff, but yeah, this place and the places we've seen has been an incredible, unique experience. Hope I never need to use this. Just thought I'd show you. A strike over there, building on fire. Literally, you can see the flames and the smoke rising. And that's Kramatorsk?
Yeah.